Good morning. It's Dave Eastbrook. This is The Love Project. Talking to you from Lexington, Massachusetts. It is Friday, October 24th. This is my brother Tom's birthday, Thomas Hansen. Happy birthday, Tom. I sure love you, and I'm thinking about you a lot today. This has been a tough week for a lot of us, and with Doug Navarro's passing, and I've certainly had a lot to reflect on, and it's times like these which you especially at our age, I guess. Well, for my age anyhow, you start looking at your life, and I guess it's not cliched, I suppose, to start thinking about your own mortality and what your legacy is going to be, what you're going to leave behind, what kind of a life you've led. And because the Love Project is for me partly a large part of therapy, and it's part of it is a big journaling thing. I thought I'd get a little bit introspective today and tell you what's on my mind and what I'm thinking about. I just came back from a client meeting. I have one of my clients is really neat. It's a biotech company here in the Boston area. I'm not going to tell you who they are or kind of what they're doing, but what they've got is really, really cool. We're taking them to market, and looks like it's going to be could be a big thing. I take my glasses off so you can see me without my glasses. Thanks. This is kind of what I really look like. Anyhow, so I just came back from a meeting with them. That's going to go really well. We're really excited about what's going to happen. But I'm getting off the point. At any rate, so here's what the Love Project is all about. It's so you look at your life and you say, what have I done in my life? When I leave, we're all going to do at some point. What difference will I have made? Have I made any difference? And I have to say, as I look back, I'm 46, and I look back on my life and the vast majority of it. I don't. It's hard for me to say that I've. Well, I hope I left a good impression with some people, and I hope I did some good things and stuff, but. I guess it's more important to look at what's in front of me as opposed to what's been behind me. And so I'm looking ahead at my life, and God willing, I have a bunch of that left. So, and I guess, anybody who's watched this show knows that I'm kind of, maybe it's a midlife thing or something I'm going through, but I guess what it comes down to is this. I look at what I'm doing every single day. I got sober this year. I found God this year. Started figuring out who I really am and what's really important to me. And what it really comes down to, for me, it's about loving my fellow man. That's really what it comes down to. That's what makes me happy. I feel happier than I've ever felt in my life because I'm thinking about God, and I'm thinking about the people in my life who I love. I'm thinking about the people who love me, and I'm thinking about every day. I think about how can I love people more? How can I show people that I love them? How can I do something today? Actually do something today that will make the day a little bit better for someone else. And I've been stringing a number of those days together for a while now, and I got to tell you, I feel really good. Mentally, I feel much healthier than I've ever felt. I feel clearer about things than I've ever felt. I don't feel fear, regret, anxiety, stress. I do feel sorrow. I feel grief. I feel loneliness. I feel all those things that are very normal human emotions. Those are things that's very normal to feel. In life, as we go through life, things happen that cause us to feel those ways. But I'm feeling those emotions. I'm feeling them honestly, genuinely, and thoroughly. And I'm open to that because I've opened myself to it. I opened myself to God. Getting sober wasn't just about putting down alcohol. It was about looking at myself and seeing what kind of pain I was carrying around and where that came from. And why I was still carrying it, why I was trying to escape from it, and facing it head on and starting to try and deal with that. And I'm happy to say I've been doing those things. I go to meetings, and I work steps, and I go to church. I found God. I pray a lot. I have a spiritual life that I never had before. more. I'm eating healthier, I hope, even though Judy's going to find out. I might as well tell you because Judy's going to find out and I'll have to explain later. I stopped at McDonald's. I like McDonald's a lot. Every once in a while I'll slide through there and grab some lunch. I'm kind of hungry. I have to go to a doctor's appointment this afternoon. I'm getting therapy now. I'm talking to a lot of different therapists, trying to figure out which one or ones are going to be the ones that I'm going to sort of lock into that are going to help me get healthier. But I'm starting to look at the world differently, and I'm seeing things that make me happy, and I'm seeing I don't see what I want in life and what my agenda is, what I'm ambitious for. My goals are. They're not what they've been for 40 some odd years of my life. I like what I do for a living and it pays me pretty well, but the money part doesn't really affect me at all. I can honestly say that. It really doesn't. I'd like to make more money so that I have more resources that I can help people with, and I want to provide for me and Judy in our old age, and I'd like us to be comfortable. But beyond that, I don't need anything fancy. I have pretty much everything I have. I like to shop at Whole Foods, and that's not cheap. But it's healthy, and I like it and all that stuff. But the point is, all that stuff doesn't matter. What makes me happy? Why I look forward to getting up every morning these days. Why I can't wait to feed Cat Boy and make the coffee and say good morning, Lord, is because I'm looking ahead at the road ahead and I'm seeing love. I'm seeing how good it feels to love people and to be open to it and to tell people and show people how much I love them. To love the people that are in my life, like my family, my friends, people in my church, the people I see and talk to face to face. I get to do this show, which gives me a great opportunity to just sort of tell people I love you. I think about it all the time, when in my idle moments, where does my mind go? What do I think about? I think about good things. I look at Facebook and I see people posting stuff up that makes me smile, and I smile and I think about them. And for a moment I hope for their happiness and I pray for their happiness. And when I see somebody who's not doing so hot or something bad has happened to them, I say a prayer and I hope for their happiness. And I know that things are tough. This is a really tough. Life is hard. Stuff happens so hard to deal with. And a lot of times we feel we're all alone doing that. But what I love about where I'm at in my life and where I hope that I can maybe be a little part of helping other people find, maybe that's what I'm supposed to do now. We can help each other. We can genuinely help each other. And that's what it's all about. It says right there in the Bible. First, love God. And love your neighbor as yourself. First, love yourself. Know who you are. God created you. You're the best. You're awesome. You are so incredibly awesome. I tell Judy all the time, boy, if she could just take a minute and see herself the way I see her, the way God sees her. If you could just take a minute and see yourself the way that God sees you, and then if we could look at each other and see that too, that's what it's all about. Finding that for me is the best thing that's ever happened to me. And I want to spend the rest of my life looking for it, understanding it, sharing it as much as I can. Getting through the tough things that happen to me in my life. When a friend passes away and, when all the kinds of things that come up that kind of suck, really, that hurt us. The way we get through that stuff, it's with hope and it's with love. And the way we can build in ourselves is to share what we have with other people. And that's what I'm going to do. So I'm grateful that I have this opportunity to do this. I'm grateful that I have today. It's Friday. I'm looking forward to the weekend. I'm looking forward to It's been raining here in Boston, the Boston area, for a few days. That's kind of rotten, but it's rain and we need it, and it's New England, so we get weather here. That's kind of what I like about it. It's kind of cool and dark and drizzly, but maybe it'll get nice over the weekend. But I know what I'm going into the weekend thinking about the people that I love, with plenty of opportunities to show the folks that I get to see and talk to every day how much it is that I love them. To do something nice for somebody every single day because it feels good. So I'm going to sign off now. I'm thinking about you all, individually and collectively, with love. I pray for your happiness and I pray for your peace. I think we all want that. We're all looking for it. And if I can do anything, at the very least I can hope for it for you and I can pray for it for you, and I am doing both of those things. This is the Love Report. I'm David Eastbrook from Lexington, Massachusetts. God loves you. I love you. Love the people in your life and know that you are loved. Feel peace. Share some peace. Do something nice for someone today. I'm going to. Have a wonderful weekend. God bless you. Thank you so much.